artist, Mr. Jacob Lattimore, 13 years old, so watch out for him. Give it up for Jacob. So now I want y'all to give a big round of applause to Mr. Kevin Shine, the reason our artists are here today. Give it up, y'all.
Y'all, wait a minute. I'm one of them kind of people that when I come to a city, I like to know that we all respect each other and we all really are ready to have a good time. And one of the things I want y'all to do for me tonight, to make this night work, is I want y'all to really make sure that my host is always being given the energy she needs. So we're gonna go back to what she started with the Minnesota thing, because I didn't feel like I was in Minnesota. I felt like I was in Wisconsin or somewhere. I felt like I was in New York. I didn't feel Minnesota. I didn't feel like y'all was representing who y'all were. Y'all were ready to have a good time. So we're gonna let my host do this again, because I want my host to get, also some energy so she can do a great job for us tonight. So let's do this again.
All right, Minnesota, put your hands together. Let's hear it. Where we at? Where we live? Who we rap? We rap Minnesota. So when I say talent, you say Minnesota. Talent.
Give a round of applause. I just want to take a moment with you guys to tell you what this means to me to be here tonight. I travel across the country. I work for a gentleman named Wayne Williams. Wayne is the senior vice president of Jive Records. He signed R. Kelly to his deal. He's been with him throughout all of his albums. And he recently gave me the blessing of being his rep. And when we worked on the album, the last album, the Untitled album, I had a responsibility for my first project to beat some records that R. Kelly. Now I want you to understand, R. Kelly is one of the most prolific songwriters in the history of music. And he brought some records to the table and he asked me to bring some songwriters, producers to the table that could help with this next album. And we were able to bring some new writers and producers, some people who are no different than the artists you're going to see here today, and get them an opportunity to be on that album. Not only did we accomplish a goal of getting those people on the album, but we nailed the first 4 singles. So I don't want you to take for granted opportunity. Those people were given an opportunity and they took advantage of it, and they beat out people like Polo, Jazzy Faye, a bunch of people, even R. Kelly himself, on getting placements on his album. Getting the Backstreet Boys placement happened because we were trying to get a record on R. Kelly's album, and it just happened to fit the Backstreet Boys. I manage a writing team called Galaxy, and on the part on the How Low record, when you hear the Go Low, that's my girl on there that's doing that. And not only did Ludacris give us a chance to do that record with him, but he gave us a chance to be on 2 or 3 other records with him. So opportunity is what this is about. This is not about record deals and all of that. Some people like to promote record deal. It's not about a record deal, it's about an opportunity. And it's about taking advantage of that opportunity and making that opportunity the most you can make it. These people have a dream. They want to be the next somebody. But somebody's got to give them the opportunity. Because if you don't get the opportunity, then you can't get to the record deal. Sometimes we promote the wrong stuff. We promote record deal before we promote opportunity. What you do with the opportunity, once you get it, now you have to continuously keep meeting and beating the mark. So tonight, we're going to get you a show. If you came to see anyone in this room in specific, I want you to kind of block that out your mind. Clap for them, but clap for everybody. Give everybody, let's have a good time tonight. Let's have a good show tonight. Let's let everybody know, because I came here, and I've been saying this, there's an artist named Roscoe Dance who's got a record. I know Roscoe very well. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that's packing out to go see him perform wherever he's performing in town tonight. But I also know that there's artists here in Minnesota tonight that's performing here tonight, and I said, to me, they should have the most packed house because everybody should be there somewhere supporting their own. And if they're not doing that tonight, then we better start making sure we put that priority first. Because how you make a statement with people on the national scene, you make them support the local scene. If you don't get no support, it's because you're not standing up for each other and you're not taking this thing seriously. Now, today, one of the ladies who was taking me around, we drove past First Avenue. When I seen it, it was just like a moment for me. I don't know if y'all understand, I've been here, I've been there, I've been in the venue, and when I saw that venue, just to see that venue, every time I see that venue, some of the greatest artists in the history of music came out of that venue, and it meant everything in the world to me as a person who works in the music industry to see that venue. You know what I'm saying? It took me back. It's a respect. And so tonight we might treat, this is our First Avenue. This is going to be our First Avenue for somebody in this room. And we want to make sure that we treat it like that. Those artists went hard. Those artists earned those respect. And somebody, one of you, y'all can do the same thing, man. This isn't about who's already on the charts. It's about you guys, y'all the future of what this represents. And so we want y'all to give y'all best, and we want y'all to know we support y'all. Can I get three-way first and Vision people up here real quick? Can I get them up on stage real quick? The people who are responsible for this. Now, of course, I met the rest of these people today. Nora's a good friend of mine, and she basically met me, you know, at one of R. Kelly's events, and we kind of talked about this, and she stayed in touch with me, and she, you know, we were having a conversation about what I do and how I travel across the country looking at talent and all like that. And she kind of took the bull by the horn and said, man, I think that'd be great for Minnesota. Let's get you down there. And Three-Way has jumped on board to support the vision. We had a chance to sit down today. I think they're a very progressive group, and they've taken this to heart, what this means. Looking at you guys out here means a lot to them because they're trying to create a direction and a new path, and they need y'all support. So I just want for a minute, everybody in this room, to give a big round of applause to them just for having the vision and foresight to do this. And I really want y'all to, you know, support them, because I'm going to support them, and I'm going to try to be a mentor to them in what they're trying to do to bring this kind of energy back to Minnesota. So I'm going to support them in that quest, and I hope you guys will too. And I hope that we can use this as the first stepping stone to something great, and then we can look back and say somebody came out of this and they went on to become great, and we can keep building and rebuilding back to that time when Minnesota was one of the greatest on the map of music. And I think as long as you artists understand that people like Prince and Jam and Lewis and a lot of great records were made here, and we should bring it back to that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all that because that's what I come from. So once again, big ups to you guys. Big ups to everybody. You guys being here, this means a lot. You know, I think the artists should just clap for y'all too, you know, but at the end of the day, this is about, what is the word? Okay, come on, I can't hear y'all. What is the word? And let's create more opportunities, not just because Kevin Shine is here, but let's keep creating these opportunities even when I'm not here, so that everybody can continue to grow and get better at their craft, and we can keep building this industry. Thank y'all very much.